Hello friends. So today we are going to solve a very interesting problem on binary search. This problem is kth smallest element in a row wise and column wise sorted matrix. What is row wise sorted? It means that all the rows of this matrix are sorted. You can see that 1, 5, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, something. And also row wise, column wise, you can see 1, 10 and 12 is the these are sorted row wise and column wise. So this problem will test your base case writing skills. That is how you terminate the binary search code and how you increase the low value or decrease the high value. This will test this skill to its limits because this is a very interesting problem and you will learn a lot. So try to solve it, and if you can't do, then go through the rest part of the videos. So let's do it.
So we have to find the kth smallest element in a row wise and column wise sorted matrix. How can we do this? So let's see with an example of how can we do this. So suppose this is our given matrix 1, 5, 9, 10, 11, 13, 12, 13. You can see that this is sorted both row wise and column wise, and the value of k is given to be 8. So we have to find the 8th smallest matrix. How can we do this? We can do this by binary search. Okay, so what will be the range of values of binary search? You can see that the smallest number will always be here because all the numbers to the right of it will be larger than this number, and also all the numbers to in the downward direction will also be larger. So this will be the smallest number, and with similar reasoning this will be the largest number here. So you can get the lowest number, int low equals to this, and the largest number in two variables. Okay, so after getting these numbers, what can we do? We have to apply binary search on this. So let's say that our low value is 1, high value is 15, because here it is the minimum and the maximum values. Now we calculate the mid value. Mid value will be L plus H by 2, means low plus high by 2. So we calculate mid to be 8. Then we defined a function called count. This count is a function. This function returns the number of values less than or equal to mid. This in this function we will pass this mid, and it will return the number of values in this matrix which are less than or equal to this mid. Okay, so like count of 8 will be 2 in this case, because only two numbers are less than or equal to 8. Okay, so count comes to be 2, but so two numbers are smaller than 8, our mid, but our given k was 8. So you can think that we need to increase this mid value. So first of all, our L was 1 and H was 15. Mid came to be 8, but here this 8 is smaller than this 8 is greater than or equal to only two values. So we need to any number smaller than this mid value, that is 8, will be greater than or equal to less than two values, but our we have to find the 8th. So the number that we want to find will lie somewhere around here, right? So what will we do? We will increment this low to mid plus 1, because we know that the number will be found in the right of mid, so we will increment it. So now L will be mid plus 1. So now low is 9 and high is 15, mid comes to be 12, and the count For 12 the count is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So the count is 6. Still the count is less than k, so incrementing the low value again, mid plus 1, mid was 12, so the low comes to be 13, and the mid value this time comes to be 14 and the count is 8. But we don't have to stop here, we can't stop here because so you can clearly see that 14 is not present in this matrix, but still 14 is coming to be the answer. So how to deal with this case? To dealing with this case, you need to think a bit that if 14 is the number that we want, then any number less than 14 will not give this count equals to 8, because 14 must be present at least once, and if 14 is present at least once, the count of any number less than 40 should be less than 8, right? So if 14 is our correct answer, then the count of any number less than 14 will be less than 8. This is the reasoning. So we will try for the minimum, for the values less than 14 and check if the count comes to be less than 8 or not. If the count comes to be less than 8, then 14 will be our answer, otherwise the lowest number will be our answer. So we again do the iteration, but this time we will change the value of high. We will not change the value of low, but we will change the value of high to be equals to mid, so that we don't lose our 14. We don't do high equals to mid minus 1 here. Okay. So when we do this, the mid value comes to be 13 and the count again comes to be 8. So you see that 14 was not the correct answer. Now we have 13. It may be or may not be the correct answer. Again decrement the high value equals to mid again, and when we do this, high and low values becomes equal. So we stop the loop. So this will be our stopping criteria. Our stopping criteria will be that low equals to high. So we will run the loop like while low is less than high, we will run the loop. Let's see again with yet another example for a better understanding. So suppose we are given a 4 into 4 matrix and the value of k is 3. In this case, our first of all, our initial low will be 10 and our initial high will be 50. Mid comes to be 30. The count of mid is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So the count is more than 3. So in this case, the count is more than 3. So for any number which are greater than 30, the count will be more than 3 or equal to 3. So we will, in fact, the count will be more than 3. So what will we do? We will have to check this range. So first of all, we will decrement the high value to be 30, high equals to mid. We will do in this case high equals to mid we will do. Okay, so when we do high, then the mid comes to be 20 and the count comes 3. The value of k was also 3, but this is not the stopping criteria. We will check for still lower values. If they satisfy, then the answer will be those lower value, not this 20. So we will again make our high to be equals to mid. So high becomes 20 and the mid becomes 15. The count is 2. The count is 2, but the value of k was 3. So this time we will increase our low value to mid plus 1. So the low value becomes 16 and the high value remains 20. Mid is 18. The count becomes 2. So again the count is less than k. So we will again increment the low value. So low value becomes 19 and the high is still 12 and 20, sorry, and the mid comes to be 19, and the count of 19 is 2, again lower than this k. So what will we do? We will increment the low again, and this time when we increment it, then low equals to high, and this will be our stopping criteria, and the answer will be 20, because any value less than 20 was not able to satisfy, these values were not able to satisfy the count to be 3. So the answer is 20. I hope you get it. Now let's see the code, how to do this in code.
So let's see how to code. So first of all, we will implement our counter function. So this counter function will take the mid value and return how many values in the matrix are smaller than or equal to this mid value. So this is our function here. This is our count function. This will return count. So first of all, we declared a variable count. This will store the number of values smaller than or equal to our mid value. And here there are some variables just like rows and columns in the matrix. So we can get the size of this. So for all the rows, we will apply a loop, and here you can see something unusual type, and let's see what is happening here. Here we start from the last element of the first row. Here you can see that j is equals to cols minus 1, means number of columns minus 1. So we start from the last element of the 0th row and check if the element of the matrix is less than or equal to mid. So if this element is not less than or equal to mid, then nothing happens. But as soon as the element becomes less than or equal to mid, we increment the count to be equal to j plus 1, means the number of column plus 1, because the column numbering starts from 0. So plus 1 is here, and then we break this loop. Then we break this for loop. This for loop is broken, and then we go to the next row and start from this j, because for all the j is more than this, means all the columns having values more than this j, the number will be larger than our mid. You can think of it. So we start only from here, from this j that we ended up here, and we go towards left. And as soon as we encounter the value in the matrix to be less than or equal to mid, we again increment the count and go to the next row. So this is called, this is like a shortcut method to find the number of count of the values less than or equal to our mid, because you can see that we don't need to check all the elements. We need to check only the number of rows plus number of columns. This much number of elements we are going to check. So this reduces the time complexity. This method reduces the time complexity. So we did this and return the count to our main function. Now what will we do? So here I have written the code so that it doesn't waste your time. So here you can see the code is our main code is here. What is this? I will tell you. This is the first two lines are the declaration of the size of the matrix. Then we declared the lowest value of the matrix and the highest value of the matrix. That is, lowest value is present at the position 0, 0, and the highest value will be at the bottom rightmost part of the matrix, that is rows minus 1 and col minus 1. So now here we implement our loop. While low is less than high, our mid value will be low plus h by 2, and this is a way of writing this to avoid any complexities. So this variable count, this will return the count of the numbers less than or equal to our mid value. So we have already declared our counter, we have already written our counter function. So according to this function, this count variable will be having a value. So if the count is more than or equal to k, then what we will do, we will remove the right part of the of our list, like number of values. We will remove the right part. We will keep all the values from in between low to our mid, because all the values higher than the mid will also have k more than will also have the count more than our k, so we will neglect that part. And if count is less than k, then what we will do, we will increase our low value, because all the values less than our low value will have a count less than k. So we will do this, and in the end we can return our low value or high value, because both will be equal. So let's submit it, and I have already submitted it a couple of times. So you can see that 28 ms is runtime and 94.23%. So this is good, and we did it. So let's meet in our next video, and if you like this video, then please subscribe and like and comment. Thank you.